So what exactly do we know, as of now, about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020? Well, one thing I can tell you just based off the pictures I have seen is this simulator is going to be amazing. Not only amazing, but revolutionary when it comes to flight simulation. The features and detail that are already in these very early stages of its current development already beat out X-Plane 11 and Prepared times 10. This simulator to me looks way ahead of its time, or maybe a company is finally taking their time and using resources to the best of their ability to create the best flight simulator of all time. In the most recent update from Microsoft, which is the June 11th, 2020 update, they released Alpha 4, which came with a ton of bug fixes and some big improvements to the control surfaces of the aircraft, camera movement, airport fixes, and autopilot fixes for all aircraft. With this update also came the revealing of a new partnership with MeteoBlue. MeteoBlue is essentially a weather engine that provides forecasts in the real world and now in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. This means that third-party weather engines such as ActiveSky for X-Plane or XEnviro will more than likely become obsolete depending on MeteoBlue's performance in the simulator. The aircraft in the simulator just look absolutely stunning. There is already a good balance between jetliners and general aviation aircraft. It would not surprise me if more default aircraft are added to the simulator before the official release. The aircraft already included, and based on videos I have seen of these aircraft flying, already look tons better than X-Plane and Prepared aircraft. I even have the confidence to say that the default aircraft in Microsoft 2020 look even better and potentially function even better than payware aircraft such as the tallest series in X-Plane or the PMDG series in Prepared. With everything included out of the box with this simulator that we have already seen, I would not be surprised to see that the third-party aircraft market will become obsolete or crippled by Microsoft's amazing effort put into the creation of these aircraft. The aircraft that we already know about are the Airbus A320neo, the Boeing 747-800i, the Robin DR400, the Cessna 208 Grand Caravan, the TBM 930, the X-Cub, the Icon A5, the Murdy Cap, the Beechcraft Bonanza, the Cessna 172 G1000 and Cessna 172 with steam gauges, the Cessna 152, the Diamond DA40, the Diamond DA62, and finally the Cessna Citation CJ4. As you can tell, the simulator currently includes a plethora of VFR and general aviation aircraft. In the future, I hope to see a balance between general aviation aircraft and airliners. I think we can all agree that a Boeing 737 of any variant is a must-have for any flight simulator. Adding on to these amazing aircraft is the fact that there is going to be real-time air traffic. This means flights in real time will be present within the simulator at any given time. This again will cripple the third-party add-on market. I hope to see AI traffic that is very intelligent and uses the correct active runways, and I hope the AI traffic uses proper SIDs and stars. With the way Microsoft has been developing things, I believe the worst feature of this brand new simulator will be even better than the best features of X-Plane and Prepared. Looking at different flight rules brings myself and many others great joy. Recently, IFR flight was introduced and showcased, and it looks stunning. With FMSs and MCDUs that are fully operational, as well as the autopilot systems in the aircraft, IFR flight in this simulator will be like no other. Microsoft introduced a new partnership with NavBlue, and this is, in my opinion, the best addition to the simulator yet. With the addition of NavBlue, up-to-date, real-world navigation data will already be in the simulator by default. This means we will no longer need a subscription to Navigraph, and the navigation data will no longer have to be manually updated every 28 days. NavBlue also includes the same features, if not more, than Navigraph, such as waypoints, VORs, MDBs, localizers, and the most important for IFR flying, SIDs and stars. I have not even mentioned the weather yet, which is also a huge part of IFR flight. The weather that is included by default already looks amazing. We can expect 3D volumetric clouds that move, beautiful thunderstorms, stunning precipitation effects, realistic winds aloft, and a little detail that brings this all together, Seasons. That's right, there is going to be seasonal changes in this simulator. X-Plane does not have seasons. FSX does not have seasons. Prepare does have seasons, but as expected, the seasons of MS 2020 will have less bugs and more beauty to them. Of course, with IFR flight, we have VFR flight. VFR flight in this simulator is one thing I am very excited about. VFR flight in X-Plane is not too great because of 2D trees, 2D clouds, and bland scenery. I believe MS 2020 is going to bring everyone's VFR flying to life. With beautiful scenery that almost looks even better than real life, amazing cloud structures, and plenty of VFR aircraft, we can all fly VFR and for the first time look out the window of the aircraft and just be in awe every single time. Some small features that make a huge difference that I did not go over in this video but deserve some recognition are moving jetways, which is something X-Plane does not have by default, ground handling crew, which again is a payware for many simulators, sky colors, sunlight, and shadows which look better than real life, the potential for the best default air traffic control that we have ever seen out of the box of the flight simulator, 3D trees, amazing contrast of colors and the scenery which makes reshade obsolete, and many other things that I probably missed. The fact of the matter is, this simulator is already looking more real than real life, and it is not even in the beta stage yet. I cannot wait to see what Microsoft throws at us in the coming weeks, and eventually maybe sometime in the fall, the release of the simulator. And I don't know about you guys, but when MS 2020 releases, I will be flying non-stop and uploading tons of videos of the simulation. So until then, continue to stare in awe at videos that Microsoft releases of the simulation and continue to build up excitement. It will be here before we know it.